Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Lion of God channel. Today, we're tackling one of the most compelling and emotional questions on the twin flame journey. Does the divine masculine runner become obsessive about their divine feminine too, once they start awakening? If you're on this journey, you know how consuming it can feel, especially for the divine feminine in the early stages. The longing, the sleepless nights, the endless thoughts of your twin. It's a lot to carry. But what about the divine masculine? Do they eventually feel the same way? Do they find themselves in that whirlwind of emotions, unable to stop thinking about their feminine counterpart? The answer is a resounding yes. Once the divine masculine begins their awakening, they too are confronted by the same challenges, emotions, and transformative experiences that the divine feminine faced earlier in the journey. Today, we'll explore how and why this shift happens, what it looks like, and why it's such a critical part of the twin flame connection. The early dynamic, why the feminine awakens first. Let's start with why the divine feminine often awakens first. The feminine energy is naturally more intuitive, emotionally connected, and spiritually aware. When the twin flame connection is triggered, the divine feminine is typically the one who recognizes it first. This recognition sets them on a path of deep spiritual awakening, intense longing, and emotional healing. Meanwhile, the divine masculine often runs from the connection. Overwhelmed by the intensity of the bond and unprepared to face their inner wounds, they choose to avoid, deny, or suppress their feelings. This dynamic creates the classic runner-chaser phase, where the feminine feels like they're carrying the weight of the connection alone. What happens when the divine masculine starts awakening? When the divine masculine begins their awakening, everything changes. Their journey mirrors the divine feminine's in many ways, but it unfolds in its own unique timing. Here's what happens. Number 1. Soul shock and emotional turmoil. Just like the divine feminine, the masculine experiences soul shock, a profound emotional and spiritual upheaval that forces them to confront their deepest fears, insecurities, and traumas. This soul shock often triggers the dark night of the soul, knots, where they must relive and heal their childhood wounds and ego-based fears. Number 2. Constant thoughts about their twin flame. During this process, the divine masculine begins to think about their divine feminine constantly, 24/7. The connection they once tried to suppress becomes impossible to ignore. Every memory, every feeling, and every moment they shared resurfaces, pulling them deeper into the awakening process. Number 3. Synchronicities and signs. As their spiritual awareness grows, the masculine starts to notice synchronicities, seeing their twin's name, angel numbers, or reminders of the connection everywhere they go. These signs act as breadcrumbs from the universe, guiding them toward healing and alignment. Number 4. The desire to reconnect. The masculine begins to feel a deep longing to reconnect with their feminine, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. This desire often leads them to take steps toward healing, whether through introspection, therapy, or exploring their spiritual path. The challenge of masculine awakening. Unfortunately, not all divine masculines reach this stage of awakening. Unlike the feminine, whose awakening is often triggered by the masculine's rejection of the connection, the masculine doesn't always experience the same catalyst. Unless they face a traumatic event or a profound life shift that jolts them into soul shock, they may remain dormant, unaware of the connection's depth. This is why so many awakened divine feminines find themselves paired with unawakened or dormant divine masculines. The journey feels one-sided, and the lack of balance can be disheartening. Only a small percentage of twin flames, around 5%, have managed to reach union because of this imbalance. Why this imbalance exists? The twin flame journey is not just about personal growth, it's about raising the planet's vibration. But with so many divine masculines still unawakened, the energy dynamic often feels stuck. This imbalance highlights the need for collective healing and the importance of each twin doing their individual work. For the feminine, this means focusing on their own healing, growth, and alignment, not waiting or obsessing over the masculine's journey. When the feminine steps into their power, it creates a ripple effect that can inspire the masculine to awaken in divine timing. The masculine's journey of obsession and awakening. Once the divine masculine does awaken, they often feel the same obsessive pull that the feminine experienced earlier. They become consumed by thoughts of their twin, overwhelmed by the love they feel, and driven by a desire to make things right. But their obsession isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of their soul awakening to the connection's truth. During this time, they may reach out, seek guidance, or begin exploring their spiritual side. They start to understand the depth of the bond and the lessons it holds, and they feel a renewed sense of purpose in their connection with the divine feminine. So, does the divine masculine runner become obsessive about their divine feminine during their awakening? Yes, they do. But it happens in their own time and in their own way. Their journey mirrors the feminine's, filled with challenges, emotions, and the undeniable pull of the connection. If you're a divine feminine waiting for your masculine to awaken, trust that their journey is unfolding as it's meant to. Focus on your own growth, heal your wounds, and know that your energy impacts them more than you realize. If this video resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Have you seen signs of your divine masculine awakening? How has it changed your connection? Let's share, support, and inspire one another as we navigate this extraordinary journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Lion of God's channel, ring the bell for notifications, and share this video with anyone who needs clarity on their twin flame path. Remember, this journey is about growth, love, and divine alignment. Stay inspired, stay strong, and trust the process. You've got this.